I don't know what is it with me with views, like the way I set my camera up, but it just has to go along with, I guess, how I'm feeling that day. Cause I put my camera up the other way, but then I was like, I want it like this. Oh, Misha and her mind. Misha's mind. Misha's mind. But I was just here, I was looking at some of the Dolly Parton quotes. One of them is love is the answer to all of it. How beautiful is that? Love is the answer to all of it because it is. It really is. Dolly Parton was truly a genuine, kind soul. She wasn't just a beautiful, successful, talented singer, songwriter. She was a philanthropist who loved and accepted everyone exactly as they are. Her music has always been a huge part of people's lives. I can't even count the amount of times you hear her songs being sung on YouTube channels during readings. I'm reading someone's quote, someone's story that they wrote about Dolly Parton, Saltwater Hills Tarot. She says, I always joke that if you don't know the words to Islands in the Stream, then we can't be friends. She was such an inspiration. She made you feel comfortable being exactly who you are. Thank you, Dolly, for leading the way and for showing us that we can be anything we want. Thank you for never dimming your light. Thank you for always loving everyone, for sharing your wealth and wisdom. And thank you for being extra fabulous. And most especially, thank you for never apologizing for being a kind, beautiful, successful woman. That's beautiful. Hashtag live like Dolly. Dolly Parton quotes. Quote, I may look fake, but I'm very real where it counts, and that's inside. I know that's right. Dolly Parton once said, as soon as you realize that something is a problem, you should fix it. Don't be a dumbass. She donated over 325 million books to kids through her literacy program, stood up for brown people, celebrated LGBTQIAPZQ. Okay. An angel. Dolly Parton donated over 500 million to education, disaster relief, healthcare, and child literacy in her lifetime. Did she have kids or was the world her child? Like, was the world her children? All of these donations and stuff she did. Reading inspires us to dream. In a world that tells women to tone it down, be more like Dolly. Tone it the F up. Hey, chat. I swear, I'm here reading these things with you guys, and I'm not even coming and saying hi. We're working on it. But like Major says, I'm allowed to come into the chat whenever I want. But above all this, I wish you love. So today is a perfect day to be proud of all the progress you have made. You should. Self-appreciation is everything. You should appreciate yourself. You really should. Like the sun, and you know I found my way back round, back round. Hello, my darlings. Hello, my darlings. How's everyone doing today? I'm glad you came to play. It's a magical day in the neighborhood. Major, hey. May Dolly rest in peace, for real. Look who it is, Master Major. Good afternoon, Samuel. Ota. Good afternoon, Brian. Hi, guys. Man. Major, they're not listening, huh? They're not listening. Source said, Mish, you got to come out here and build up your army. Gather up your community. Major is now moderator. He's handling things with you. Crypto Queen in the house. Crypto Queen. It just sounds like you got money, girl. Or are you a guy? Mr. Miranda. Yeah, I agree, Major. Like the compliments is totally cool. I love the compliments, not a problem. But the weird, disrespectful stuff, that's why you're a moderator, Major. You're a master moderator. You're a magical moderator. Thank you so much. Hey, Crypto Queen. I just love that name. I remember when I fell in love when I found out about crypto. I don't know too much about it. I'm not giving advice or anything. But if you know about it or you know someone that knows about it and can teach you, man, Bitcoin money is fun. It's just so fun. One time I played around with, I think it's called Dogecoin. Oh my gosh. And if I known what I know now about crypto, girl, I would have saved all of that. I made like $700 in one day. The thing just kept going up and going up and going up. And I was just like, I gotta pull out now. I'm like, what if it goes down? Then I pulled out, and then like it was like a couple of us, and the other ones like stayed in a little bit. And I'm like, damn, I should have stayed in a little bit. But then it started going down for them, and I'm like, oh, okay, I did the right thing. Although they still came out a little higher than me, but um I still took out a pretty big chunk. It was cute. It was so fun. Like, yeah, like crypto was just, man, it was so cool. It was so cool. Just being home trading in a way. It was cool. It was really cool. Yeah, I do like crypto. It's just a nickname. Lamont Roger. Lamont Roger. Let's see. Because all of y'all, you know, y'all's just so funny. Y'all be saying all of this stuff. Put your money where your mouth is. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know, people be like, oh, I'll give you whatever you want. Drop me $500 right now. Can you do that? Can you do that? Do it. Drop a stack. Drop a thousand in the Cash App. Can you do that? They'd be like, I'll give you whatever you want. Go and get me, I don't know. Go and get me a Lamborghini. Can you do that? You know, they'd be like, can you, I'll do whatever you want. Da da da. No, you won't. You're such a shit talker. Girl, guys, like, you just talk all that smack. You say what you want to a female to just get what you want out of them, which is really fucked up. To all of the men out there that just lie and say shit. This is why I have the dominant dungeon. This is why. So I take you guys down to the fucking dungeon and just be as dominant as I can be and humiliate you guys. Because why do you guys do that to women? You know, I'm a woman. I've been through it. Not just in like the foot world. I'm talking about in like life. And the stories, us women talk. And men, stop being so fucked up. To all of the men here, like all of you men, you want to follow me? You want to subscribe? Don't be a fuckboy, okay? Because there's the men out here that they really want the divine feminine to raise their vibration. They really want the women to awaken into their power and to be calm and beautiful in their gorgeous energy. But then there's the men out there that want to suppress women and want to keep them down and want to just talk shit and want to just give them a bunch of sweet nothings in their fucking ears to get whatever they want out of the women. And then you treat them like shit. You try to degrade her. You try to make her feel fucking small. Those men, you need to get stepped on. But this is why I be talking about the universe and the trees and just the beauty of watching the butterfly pass by. And that is the magic in life, because it keeps me in my nice, beautiful energy. Because if I have to think about all the fuckery that goes on in this world, OMG, you're going to see a whole nother side of me, a whole nother side. There's many sides of us too. Oh my gosh, I came across the fucking story of the lady, what is her, Divine Queen, Yada's wife, Aja. I don't know her actual real name, but Yada's wife. And he was beating on her. And it's like, people put up this facade of this life on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube, on all these things. And I bring that up to say, yes, I choose to come out here and talk about the magic that's in us, the power within you. Be your true, authentic self. Let's enjoy nature and the universe. And there's other sides of me that I can express. We got the mean side. We got the worried side. We got a lot of sides to us, And it's like the side where I just wanted to curse out all you fucking fuckboys. Like the fucking bitch ass guy. And it's like something about him was just always a little off to me. It was always a little bit off to me. And it's like, Then I hear this story, gave his wife a black eye. You're talking about all this queen shit and empress stuff and all of this stuff. And you're just a whole fraud out here. And these fraudulent people. And that's why I tell you, trust your fucking instincts. Trust your instincts. Because when I tell you there's something off about this couple, especially the guy, like, the lady too, I I notice that my spirit always likes to see the good in people because there is a good side to all of us, but not everyone chooses to use that side. But yeah, but speaking on me, not that I have to give an explanation or anything, but it's like, I don't really, there's many sides to us. And am I being fake coming out here and smiling when I really, it's like, no, that's just the side of me I'm choosing to give to the world, which is what the world needs. We need more smiles because love is the answer to it all, you know, but it's also the yin and the yang. Because, yes, we can go out and smile, but sometimes you got to put people in their place. We have this throat box for a reason. We live in the balance of light and dark for a reason. And yes, it's all love and light. And life is peaceful and it's heaven on earth. But don't forget, there's also hell on earth, right? And sometimes those people that's living in that low vibration, they need to get cursed the fuck out. But I just heard high vibrational people don't even have to curse you out or anything because they just show you their lifestyle. And their lifestyle just makes you look into yourself the way that they are, the way that they choose to walk, to be, to think. It'll make you look at yourself very differently. And it'll make you even question you. It'll make you even like talk to you in a way like, bro, what the fuck you doing? You know? Yeah. All right, let me get in the chat because you guys are really talking up the stuff today. Oh, and you talking with each other? I just love that. Someone's like at Crypto Queen and it's so cool. Hi, Eddie. What happens if people that have the cryptos will buy up all the stuff? Listen, I didn't say I'm a crypto teacher. That's not, nope. A booty warrior. What are those? TG. Everything's going good, Eddie. Get me some diamonds. I know that's right. So, it says here, Killer Crossover says 90% of the guys ain't worth crap. We need to fix all of this stuff. I don't know what we want to call it, the system, the thems, the government, I don't know what we want to call it, but they have done a great number on making humans forget their power. They have done a great number on tiring the soul so much that we don't awaken the soul, right? They do so much to trash women, to trash men. On one side you hear there's like so much men hating going on, and then on another side there's so much women hating going on. Then on another side it's like, oh, they're hating you because of your skin color, they're hating you because of your gender, they're hating you because of your choices. And it's like, what if no one is actually hating no one? What if they're just putting this stuff out there to make you hate and to put us against? It's like a, and it's not that men are crap or women are crap. It's just they forgot who they are. They forgot who they are. And they've been feeding a matrix they don't even know that they're fucking feeding. It's so deep, you know. But what happens to the women and the men out there that are good, that are doing great things, that are helping people, that are leading people to their greatness, right? What about those people, those humans that are waking up to who they are? They're not crap. We can't say 90% of all men are crap. We can't. You just can't say that, because there are good men out there, you know? Erykah Badu has a new video. They put in all that effort to hate because they're insecure and lonely themselves. And guys are petrified of strong-headed women. They want to find the weak, giggly woman that will fall for anything. You know, being in a domestic violence relationship in the past myself, and just seeing how a man, and I was the type of woman, I was the type of girl, listen, I hung around a lot of boys. I hung around my cousins, my dad, just so they taught me a lot. And it was like, nah, I'm not gonna be the fucking one. Nobody could ever put their hands on me. You bug the fuck out. Me? What? And I used to talk shit way back in the day. I used to be like, yo, those women is dumb. This is how I used to sound, until you find yourself in a situation and you're around a man that sees how strong you are, and you witness and you get to experience the mind fuck that goes on, the manipulation. You get to see how they tear you down as a character. And maybe that's why the source had me go through that experience, because men, when they do see that you're strong, they will sabotage. Man, this guy like sabotage my job interviews. They don't want you making money. They don't want you living good. They don't want you looking nice. It's really sad. But to see how it actually plays out, man, and let me tell you something. The first time that it happened, man. And let me tell you how men are. The first time it happened, we was in a room and he choked me. So guess what I did? Man, I did it right back. I did it right back. Okay. And you know, I'm 6 foot. I'm a big girl. I really then I'm like Mish, like, oh, we don't want to go to jail, you know. And it was like an experience, man. But let me tell you something. I guess it was a test because that time in the room when this person first hit me, I held him down. It was just like a what, motherfucker? You really thought you was about to wait? What? Fuck out of here! What? I just threw that nigga down right. Just, and I'm a like, and it was like we, calmed down, like the whole situation, whatever, whatever. I guess he realized he couldn't fuck with me, right? So let me tell you something. I was driving, and this bitch ass, this fucking coward of a motherfucker, this guy, he punched me in my head while I was driving. This is like, man, Source is just letting me be so open right now with you guys. But while I was driving, and I had to see, all right, we gonna fight back right now, or we gonna take the car off the bridge, right? Because anytime, if where I was, it was like an overpass, and then there was another highway underneath. So it was like, let go of the wheel and try to fight him, and then the car is just gonna go over the bridge, like good riddance to everybody. Or we could just be calm, smart, and just drive, and just hands on the wheel, control the vehicle. But men, when they see that you are strong, oh man, they will try to tear you down. And it's really, but that man, that boy, I'm gonna call him a boy. He had so much issues. Like, no, Raph, that didn't happen today. This happened like 10 years ago, maybe. And I've healed from it and everything. That's why I could even speak about it here. I can't even believe I'm speaking about it the way I am speaking about it right now. But it was an experience, but it taught me a lot. It taught me to always trust my instincts. That situation is the reason why I'm always telling everyone, trust your instincts, your body. You know what you need to do before. You don't need to ask nobody no questions. You know what you need to do. Like, everything in me was telling me, go upstate. And I was just like, no, I'm staying in the fucking Bronx. I'm staying in the Bronx. But my instincts told me, go upstate. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it on my own, da, 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 da. And it's like, but my spirit was telling me so much, go upstate New York. And I didn't listen. And it was just like, oh, you don't want to listen to your angelic realm telling you what to do? All right, so we're going to stay down here. I'm going to let you deal with these fuckboys, these idiots out here, and you're going to see what it is to not trust your instincts. But I've always trusted my instincts from that point on. Even when shit looks weird and people be like, why are you moving like that? Or you move like an old lady, or you don't do nothing, or why you stay to yourself and this and that. Like, I want to go out somewhere and my spirit just be like, no, don't go. I'm not fucking going. I'll think you're so cool. I'll meet someone and think you're so cool. Like we'll hit it off. But my spirit just tells me to stay to yourself. Don't reach out. It's okay. Send them love. And I listen now. I listen. You have to listen to that. You don't know why your spirit is telling you, don't text, don't call, don't go hang out, don't go do this. The spiritual world could see so much more than what we can see. You know what I mean? And like, so man, that is what I wanted to come out here and say. You know, I've been meeting a lot of people the past I wanted to name the title to all the people that I've come across in life, ... But to all the people that I come across in life, sometimes, you know, we come into conversations and it's so fucking dope. And they'd be like, call me, make sure we keep in touch, yada, yada. But I've been through things with people, and there are times my spirit just tells me, just lay low, just lay low, just lay low for right now. It's okay. It's all right. We're not going outside. We're not calling nobody. And it's all love. It's not like I think anyone's a fucking douche, but it's just my spirit tells me to lay low, keep myself to myself. You know, my cousin the other day asked me to go for a walk. I just wasn't feeling it, but I do need to go for a fucking walk. But I've been going on my morning walks, you know, friends, cousins, oh my gosh, my sister. We have this thing like, don't make any agreements while we're drinking because we'll be like, we should go get coffee in the morning and we should go do this and we should go do that, you know, after a couple of glasses of wines. And we're like, okay, the next day, or like, you know, we'll just make plans next week. Oh my gosh, this is happening on Friday. We're going to go do this. But the week happens, Friday comes, we get an outfit, we get everything ready. And then it's like, I'm going to just stay this one out. And people be like, what? You told me you was going. Oh, you just being a fucking ass. Like, why you not going to go? Like, why you got to be like that? Why you got to be so old? Like you're an old woman, and why you got to be all to yourself and you're not living your best life and yada, yada, yada. Listen, I'm living my best life. All right. Okay. Because whenever the universe tells me to move a certain way, I know to listen. And it might not look understood to everybody, okay? And I don't just come out here to talk, just to talk to you guys and like just tell you about my life and what's going on. No, there's messages in here for you. There's messages in here for somebody. Somebody needed to hear whatever I was saying. And that's how the universe works. And that's why when you are supposed to talk, you are supposed to speak. Don't hold yourself back, because there is something someone is supposed to hear only from you. They're only going to understand it from you. You know, me and Major might say the same thing, but that person might only get it through their head if Major says it. Another person will only get it if Mesha says it. That's how it is. I realized that. I used to tell my daughter the same things. She wouldn't listen. But then I bring her to the doctor's office, and the person with the white coat, I always used to say, oh, I just need to get a white coat, and she'll listen to me with everything because she listens to the damn white coats. And I said the same words. So yes, someone needed to hear whatever I talked about today. And if you are in a domestic violence situation, if you are with somebody that is putting their hands on you and abusing you, get out of it. You are strong enough to. You want to know what I did? Because somebody, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I'm talking about it for a reason. And you want to know what I did? I looked up I Googled back then, what is that? What is his name? He had a talk show, bald head, white guy, Dr. Phil. We also got to stop saying white and black. We're all different shades of brown. We seriously are. You got light ass shades of brown, and you got dark shades of brown. But anywho, but Dr. Phil says that you act like everything is normal. If you are in a domestic violence situation, Major, make sure you remind me after this live is done to title this video for just remind me to title the video, because yeah. But I looked up how to get out of a domestic violence situation, and what is an egoist? I know how to look that up. But hey, Music Leaks. Hi, Robert. But I looked it up, and Dr. Phil and a whole bunch of other stuff said you act like everything is normal. You play the good face, act like everything is all right, and you don't say anything, and you plan your escape. The yellow butterfly. You can set yourself free. You really could set yourself free, you know? And me, I didn't want to tell nobody. I didn't want to tell my brother. I didn't want to tell my cousins. I didn't want to tell my dad. I ain't want nobody to go to jail over me. I didn't want them to come and like handle this guy. And, you know, because of me, now one of my loved ones is, because they had to, so now they're, so I didn't tell nobody. And because I'm Mesha, and I have this whole demeanor about me, and I'm just like, no one can know that Mesha is going through this. No one. That ego part of us, right? Like, I'm not going to ask nobody for fucking help, because I'm not even going to fucking say that I'm going through this shit. What? I am never telling anyone. That's how I felt. And I looked up and I Googled how to get the fuck out of this, because I wasn't telling nobody. Okay. I wasn't telling nobody. And I was just like, yeah. Sardine? Really? I am in an energy today, boy. Sardine? Ugh. Your face is probably unflattering. Let me stop. Sometimes that, you know, that part in us, we just want to retaliate. Someone says some things and you just want to be like, what? What the fuck? You know? Go ahead, Sardine. Make all the comments you want. Who the fuck cares? You know what? Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but your opinion is cheap. Anywho, back to the domestic violence conversation. For anyone that's in that type of situation, you show a good face and you plan your escape. You play everything like it's cool and you plan your escape. Okay? You plan it and you organize what you need to organize, get what you need to get. And sometimes you're not even going to be able to get everything you want to get. Hi, Super Daniel. I do remember you. And you plan your escape. And sometimes you won't be able to get everything out the house you want to get. I had a whole bunch of stuff in storage, and I also had my car, and I wanted to get everything. I wanted to get all my stuff. And I had a photo album. Oh my gosh, I always said it, like, if anyone finds this photo album and you see my face in it, Please reach out to me and email me and send it back. Oh, just thinking of all the storage wars. Did you think someone would open my album and see this face and throw out my album? I don't know. I don't know. But when my escape route came and we couldn't get to the storage, he had my car. I was just like, yo, fuck that. Okay. I'm out. I'm out. That's it. Leave the car, leave the this, fuck whatever's in storage. I got my life. I got my life. So sometimes, and I would have gotten out sooner if I wasn't trying to get my car and everything out of storage. So sometimes just get the fuck out. All the materialistic stuff, don't try to save all of that. Just get the fuck out. Plan your escape and go. Okay? I don't know who I'm talking to, but you got this and you're powerful. And you're going to have a beautiful, magical escape. Okay? Because I did. Yeah. That was something, though. It was something. But shout out to Dr. Phil and everybody else that shares their experience, because we need each other to share our experience, right? I remember just reading blogs, just reading things on the internet about people sharing their experience, and it really did help me. But Raph, light work. This is the angle that I like today. This is the angle that I like today. And what I teach people is do what you love to do. Do what feels right for you. Yeah? And fuck what everyone else has to think. Okay? Because you got to live with this life. I have to live with looking at my view right now, and I want to like it. And I like this. Okay? If you don't like it, I'm not forcing you to be here, honey. Not. And if you're here worried about the angle, you're in the wrong space. Over here, it's not about the aesthetic. It's not about the perfect angle. It's not about the perfect background. It's not about all of that. It is about our magical souls, where these souls have been taking us, the experiences we have been through, awakening the magic within us. Okay? That is what is about over here. This is a magical neighborhood. We have many different streets and different avenues, and you might come across a different angle when you walk down a different street. Okay? All right? Back in the day, we used to sit at the feet of masters. And it was never questioned. People sat at the feet of masters and it was never questioned. Shout out to A.A. Rashid. Sock it to my fucking pocket. Talking all that shit. Talking all that stuff in the chat. You're just here because you're bored? The fuck you bored for? You're a boring person? You shouldn't be fucking bored. There's too much to do in life. Sock it to my fucking pocket. You worried about socks and feet? Sock it to my pocket. Shout out to A.A. Rashid. But he would put the phone down by his feet and you would see all the books behind. It was like he was in his house. It was like a bookstore. And I just loved that. And I was just like, wow. And he teaches so much stuff. And the way he put his camera, I said, wow, Mesha, you think like the legends. Mesha, you think like the masters. Because like I wanted to I was like, this is the idea that I have. I've been doing this angle since 2022. Bitch, fuck out of here. Don't let me bring out my Bronx and curse you the fuck out. All right? So I just love when people see my smile and they see me like, oh my gosh, she's just this universal fucking ditz. And she just talks to the trees and she always talks about the fucking birds and cardiology. And then I'd be like, bitch, you want to fuck around and find out? And then they'd be like, she's mean. She's a bitch. What, you didn't thought I have another side? What did you write above, my dear? What did you write above, Raf? How far do I have to scroll up? Because did I not put the thing in the chat for only the members to talk, to comment? Oh God, Major, I'm giving you so much work right now because I gotta fix the chat. That idiot did not deserve me, but I learned. I learned a lot. And this is why I say everything happens for a reason. And my cousin, she would be like, everything happened for a reason, even when the boy thump you in your head. Yeah, it did happen for a reason. I know it sounds weird, but I made a choice. It taught me that choices have like feedback, repercussions, like consequences. I learned to listen to my instincts. So it's like it actually happened for me. Thank God it didn't kill me, you know. Rav says, I have a very toxic yet loving family. I always wanted to make a brave move and just move out despite my financial issues. You save up. You save up. You save up. You put stuff away. You put some money away. You start looking. You start looking at where you would live, at where you want to go. Save a couple. Go tour a few apartments. Go tour some stuff on your free time, you know, and also live in a way right now, Raf, where, because you're living with your family, you want to leave. Live in a way where you know you're leaving and you just want to make the best of it because you know you're leaving. Like, it's like today's Wednesday, you know you leaving next Wednesday. You know you moving out. Like, you know this. You know. And so you live a certain way with them. Now you're not living with the mindset of I want to get the fuck out of here. Now you're living with the mindset of I'm leaving. You know what? Let me go make my mama a cup of tea. Like next week I'm gonna be gone. I'm not gonna even be here no more. Let me go make her a cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like, just, you're gonna start packing. You're gonna start getting rid of things that you don't want to take into your new place. You know, make an Amazon wish list or make a wish list somewhere, just shopping for your new house, the bed, maybe a piece of artwork, and get your mindset in there. Because we're not supposed to stay around, like live with families forever, you know. Um, Raph, I want to say, who are you? Who are you? But we'll leave that alone. But so I'm an Eight of Hearts. Eight of Hearts in Cardology breaks down to an Eight of Cups in Tarot. And the Eight of Cups, we know how to walk away. We've been through situations that teaches us how to walk away, even when it hurts, even when, you know, but and I was in a situation where I had to walk away. I had to walk away from my loved ones, people that actually depend on me too. But but a lot of the times we are living in a poverty mindset. So we think that our people won't be okay. We think that, oh, they need me, they depend on me, their life is going to crumble if I'm not around. We can't give them that energy. I had to send power to my loved ones. Know that they are strong, they are powerful, everybody's good. Source got this. Like, the creator wouldn't put it in my heart to say, Mish, now it's time to go. And I wasn't supposed to go, you know? And I was so worried and I was so sad, but I started to pray a certain way. And Raph, let me tell you something, when you pray a certain way, when you pray over your loved ones and and you say, thank you for protecting them. Thank you for guiding them. Thank you for keeping them safe. Thank you for keeping them loved. Thank you for keeping them protected. Thank you for keeping them financially stable. Thank you for giving them a peace of mind. Thank you for working everything out in everyone's favor. Thank you. And you be in that frequency. And I'm not saying it happens overnight, but you do see the changes, like, because I've seen it, and it ain't happen overnight, okay? But everybody that I was sad about walking away from, doing really great. And it's like, Mish, you did what you had to do while you were there. We are in people's lives for a reason and a season, even when it comes to family. And I know you've taught them things, you've been around them, you've gave certain love, you did what you had to do. And when Source is saying it's time to go, it's time to go. Everybody's going to be fine. Everybody will be fine. They'll be more than fine. And you are going to be in a better space mentally, emotionally, which is going to help your loved ones also even better than you being there in front of them. You know what I'm saying? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, let me know. This yellow butterfly in me is. And Raph, we're not fantasizing about having it in our house. We are actually shopping for it to put it into our house. This is what because when we fantasize, what I've learned is we tend to fantasize and we'll put, I'm gonna just, it's like, oh, this gold garbage bin for my bathroom, right? And it's like, oh, that's nice. That would look, and it's like a fantasy type of thing. But then when you actually say shopping for your stuff, you see a black and white shower curtain and you see this whole black set with the garbage bin, and you love it. And it's like, nah, this is what I would see in my house. Like, fuck that, you know, gold one or whatever. And so I've learned there's a difference with like fantasy shopping and actually shopping. Like, what would you actually, you know what I'm saying? Just, or maybe the whole point is what I meant to say is just know that it's not always going to be a fantasy. It's happening, Raf. You're going to move. And the universe is preparing your mind right now. Right now, you're going through uh you're preparing your mind for what's to come. You know, that's why we're having this conversation. Everybody's going to be great. Everybody's going to be great. You know, you're going to be in a house with carpets. Your mom's going to be in a house with wood floors and maybe a rug if she wants. And everyone is going to be happier. Trust that, you know? Major, you want to know something about the abuse for women? So in America, you can't really go and get help with certain like abuse. Like the time he choked me and like the first hit, I couldn't get any help. I didn't have any proof. There was no scratches on my face. There was nothing. And that time when my cousin came to pick me up, um, we had just got into a fight and the car was parked. So you know, Mish I was fighting back, okay? And my cousin came and got me, and my hair was messed up. She was like, Misha, what the fuck is going on? Just like nothing. And she wasn't taking that shit. She was not taking it. We went to the police sub. We went into the deli, got a sandwich, and she was like, there's a scratch on your face. And you see my skin, like my family knows my skin being good. Like after my teenage years and then got acne and whatever, and like after that whole phase, like my skin has always been good. So my cousin was like, what the fuck is that on your face? That's when I went to the police station. And the cop said, well, it's a good thing you got the scratch on your face because there's nothing else we couldn't have helped you. And it's like, wait, what? And so there are places that helps women, but you have to have proof that you are being abused to like get help. But we're gonna come up with a totally different platform for these women out here because that's not right. But you know why they do that, right? Is because people lie. They lie. They get mad at somebody and they be like, yeah, she hit me. Yeah, he hit me. And it's like, what if the cops went around arresting everyone that a woman says, yeah, they hit me, knowing damn well he ain't touch her? It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But then when I get to my experience in life, actually going through something, but because this person knows not to, like, I guess, put a scar on my face or whatever, I didn't have no proof. So technically, I couldn't say nothing. That's crazy. You see, Raf? So you know that prayer does work. Oh, wow. You was married before? Or ex-girlfriend? Sometimes the most powerful prayers come from pain and it turns into strength. You know why powerful prayers come from pain? A lot of powerful energy is in pain because it's potent. You're actually feeling all of those feelings that you're going through with that pain. Now, when you take all of that energy and you focus on a powerful prayer, all of that potent energy goes into that prayer. That's why when we're upset and sad, we are supposed to do everything possible to focus on the positive, to focus on your desires, And if your brain can't get there, just take a nap. Because when you're angry, sad, and that pain, it is such a powerful energy. It can be used to manifest, baby. Like, it can be used to manifest, okay? So, yeah, distance does make things better at times. Sometimes, people don't see the beauty of you when we're so close. It's like a lot of times with family sees us like this, and sometimes we're just a blur, and they can't really see anything. But then when we move away, they be like, "Oh my gosh, look at those pretty veins in your hands. And you have like 5 fingers? Wow." And they're all different sizes. And look at your nails. They're done. They're pink. And they couldn't see it with you being all up in their face in the same household, in the same vicinity. You were like this. And all they saw was this brownish type light type of blur. And it's like, Raph, get out of here. You're just blurring up things. So sometimes we have to move away and back up. And then we can see the beauty of it all. That's what it is with family a lot of the times. Families just see the blurriness. They don't see it because it's been so much. You were a baby, you went to 1 years old, 2 years old, and all these fucking versions of you they have in their head, just all clouded their judgment. But then when you move away, they be like, "Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this soul?" That's it. God bless you too. You're a wonderful human being, Raph. Thank you. Shout out to Raph, Major, and Cole. I did what I had to do at the time. What happened to you? There are bad and good men and women. It's true. Thank you so much. I do love my nails. I have an issue when my nails aren't done. Like, I just feel so off. I had a friend, she always used to be like, when your nails is on point, your life is on point. And it kind of stuck with me. So when my nails ain't done, my life feels a little pain in the arse. Yo, we're all a pain in someone's ass. I swear it. We're all a pain in someone's ass. I remember when I started YouTube and I made this video and I said, my family, I'm probably a pain in their ass with just how much talking I do. So I'm going to come on YouTube. I'm going to talk with you guys because I don't think they want to hear me no more. We're all a pain in the ass to somebody, It is what it is because none of us is perfect. And we all come with some sort of flaws or something. And it's going to piss off somebody, Yeah, we do. I've witnessed that with family. They've gotten to be a pain in the ass. And then, they get a little distance and it's like, I miss them. Where are you? I need to see you. Did we have to move this far away? Stanford Cook. Do you cook Stanford? I wonder. Or is that just your last name? Or is that a made up name? Like the dude and Raph? You see, Major? You see? You see that fucking bitch ass lady fucking call the cops and fucking talk about you hit her and you ain't hit her? That's the fucked up shit I'm talking about. You got the one bad apples that spoils it for the bunch. And that's why everyone deserves their due diligence. Everyone deserves their fair shot. Or it's like everyone deserves a proper, thorough investigation. But there's so much people out here. Oh boy. that guy kneeling down was so funny. Thank you for the gifts, baby. Yeah, she did. She saw you as a lot of people love money and use people. And when the world starts to love people and use money, things like that would stop happening. But a lot of people don't love people, they use people. You know? So, and they do dumb shit like that because they're miserable. Misery loves company. You know, we got to see life on these two spectrums in a way, just to simplify things for us, right? You got God's army, you got the light army, right? Because not everybody believes in God, and I get that. But we got the God's army, and then you got the devil's army, right? And you got the light, the people that's love and light and just want to see the good for humanity. Then you have the other side, and the devil side, they just want humanity to be in misery because they benefit off of it for somehow, right? And so they have this mission to attack the angelic realm, right? And the angelic realm, that I feel the God's army, I feel we realize that, listen, the devil got his people. We can't convert them. That's who they are. If they want to change, they could just watch. But we gonna leave them alone. We fight differently. We handle things differently. But anywho, but there are people that are a part of the devil's army, and he just sends his minions out to come fuck with us. Like that lady. She's like, it's like, just picture it like this. And when we see things like this, you'd be like, say her name is Melissa. You meet Melissa and you'd be like, and Melissa's starting all this shit. You'd be like, oh, Melissa, you a demon. The devil's using you to fucking make me upset. You get out of here. I'm done with you. When we start to realize these energies early, we won't get so wrapped up in them where they're punching us in our head while we're driving. When we recognize these energies early, we could be like, oh, you're a demon. But it's about trusting your instincts as well. Because my instincts told me, but I was being stubborn. I was like, no, I'm gonna stay in the Bronx. But there's people out here they're just fucking set on attacking your happiness. They are set on attacking your angelic aura because they are so mad that you just smiling. There's some people just pissed the fuck off because you can smile. And it's crazy. But you got to recognize those energies. Don't deal with them. Get away from them. Even if you live in the same house, go in your own room. Walk away. Get some headphones. Pretend you're reading a book. Pretend you're on a video call. Something. There are things you can do. I've done it. Okay. I've done it. New subscriber. Hey, Dre Keith. Thank you for the compliment. GJ, are you hiding? Honey, don't be scared. And you want to know something, Major? That was the fucking enemy's job, to go in and make Major be bitter towards women. And it's like, no, don't be bitter towards women. Use your discernment. Use your discernment, because obviously there's women out there that will lie, cheat, steal, and kill. Just like, money bag. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. What's up, guys? Guess who's back? Mesha's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? So I don't know. This morning I was just like, what are we wearing today? And I'm like, first off, it was so gloomy. And I was just like, I don't know what I want to wear. I didn't want to wear a dress. I didn't want to wear shorts. I didn't want to wear jeans. I didn't want to wear leggings. Probably wanted to stay naked and stay in the bed. But shit, guys, this is on 8%. I need to go. I feel like I want to go put on a dress now because the sun came out. So it said it was going to thunderstorm and be rainy at like 2. It is now 4:22, okay? And yeah, and I had to go handle the car. I had to go to Mavis today and I went to the car wash and everything. And dealing with the car wash. I always say I'm going to fucking like video record when I'm vacuuming and whatnot. Guys, I get out of the washer part and I'm just ready to vacuum. We got things to do. But so yeah. And I'm just looking in the camera. I'm like, Mish, yesterday you had on this whole outfit. The other day you had on this purple. The other day, and it was just like, but black and blue always reminds me of the butterfly that's been following me around. First off, the yellow butterfly has been following me lately. But like 2 years ago, the black and blue butterfly started to come around. And one time my niece, she found a dead one and it was so perfect, like wings, the colors, everything. She was like, I found this in the driveway. And I kept that butterfly. It was black and blue. And but yeah, so I was like, all right, fuck it. We're gonna do black and blue today, And but yeah, I had such like a wardrobe malfunction day, I guess. I don't know. But anywho, let me get. I appreciate you being so open with us. You're an angel, Mish. Major. You guys you're awesome. Did I put a smile on your face? That dude. That dude. Did I really? Did I really do that for you? Oh my gosh. You're getting me all excited. Calm me down, mate. No, stop. Yo. But Major, that's why I came across in your life, to just give you life despite the hoes out there. Because there's two different type of hoes, okay? Both spelled the same way, but one, ooh, love it. There's two different type of hoes, and one of them can give you a home. Now listen to this. So there's heaven on earth, and there's also hell on earth. But heaven on earth can lead you to heaven on Mother Earth, HOME. OMG. That was just Akashic Wizard, the energy, and magical Mesha. Wow. I get it. That's for me. That's for me to know. But heaven on earth and hell on earth. And when you find that hoe and she is heaven on earth, she's going to lead you home to heaven on Mother Earth. Bruh. I just love it. I just fucking love that. We're flowing. Energy is so big on flow state. Yo, yesterday, my roommate was like, she was like, is that you talking? I was like, no, I'm listening to energy. It's like a podcast thing. She was like, she sounds just like you. You sure you're not related? I'm like, we probably are. Soul tribe. Yo, flow state is kicking into the max. To the max. To the max. Merster, I will put back on my socks. Wait, do I even have socks down here? Yo, I am hilarious. I swear, I crack myself up. I really do. Y'all think I'm funny? I think I'm funny too. For real. I think I'm a fucking comedian at times. I really do. I'd be like, yo, Mish, you're funny as shit. Did you know that? You're really funny out here. It's like I'd be like, I'm so cool with things, in a way. And as soon as it's like, I'll curl my toes, right? But as soon as someone tells me to, it's like, wait, you're trying to tell me what to do? I don't take orders from no one. Then I get all antsy. And it was like, but girl, why are you even saying it? Why are you even mad? You was just curling your toes 5 seconds ago. Why you talk about you go put? Because now you just told me what to do. No one tells me what to do. I don't like being told what to do ever. I told my man, I'm like, listen, I got to be able to listen to you because I don't listen to people. I need to listen to somebody. It's like, because as soon as you start telling me what to do, I get a little bit. Are you trying to control me? No. We are breaking out of this We are controlled by men. I think maybe that's what it is. Is that a trigger? That's a trigger. People telling me something to do. Did you see that just now, guys? We did that together. You saw how a statement could make you react a certain way, and you ask yourself, why did I react that certain way? Did I have to say that? Why did you even say that? And you realize, well, that person was trying to tell me, give me a task to do. And for free? No. Then you realize, well, you got upset because someone was just asking you to do something. So that's a trigger. Okay. Now we know. It's all right if someone asks a question. Don't get triggered. It's all right. You're allowed to say no. Maybe next time. It's okay. You see? And I could have just been like, the fuck you asking me questions for? Major, delete him. Major, don't delete him. I'm just giving an example. But I could have just gotten mad, be like, mate, delete his ass. Get him out of here. But it's like, no. You're a barefoot brainiac, and plus you have the dominant dungeon. Plus you have the humiliation room. So you're going to attract some people. Don't get upset. Oh, yeah. Life is interesting. I've learned that in the feet world, Major. Some guys love the worship. Some guys love the humiliation. Some guys love dirty feet. Those ones always get me. And I'll just be like, why you like to see dirty foot? Don't you like it clean, lotioned? Don't you love when the feet smells good and it's oily and shiny? Smells like the fucking pineapple lotion or something. Like, why do you want it dirty? And wait, you want to lick the dirt? What the fuck is going on? Why would you want to lick the dirt? My mind, I be asking questions when I'm on a Zoom call. I'd be like, wait a second. So what made you like feet? You know what's so funny? The guys that tell me, one day my teacher started playing with her shoes. And it's like, what is it with shoes and feet? Because when I was in 5th grade, my mom bought my teacher, Miss Taylor, she bought her a pair of shoes. She did. Like a whole outfit. My mom was one of those moms, but like, what is it with shoes and teachers? But it was like, he was like, man, and I love when my teacher just played with her heels. I was like, really? Oh. But it's so interesting. Wait, who studied psychology? The dude? So what would you say about my mind since you studied psychology? Tell me. Mr. Smith. Hey, Mr. Harvey. The teacher thing also applies to you. It's so interesting and funny to me, And so it's like, wait, the teacher just did like this. She put her feet up on the fucking desk and it was over? That's it? Wow. Wow. Like being in the feet world, I have noticed that I look at feet a lot more. I don't really pay attention. Men's feet don't really, it's like, but women's feet, I love when you have a nice pedicure. Like today in the Mavis, in the tire shop place, The lady had this nice pedicure. I wanted to tell her too, but she was on the phone. She was all excited. I'm like, it's okay. But she just had, it was just so cute. This nice green, neat. It's like a nice summery green, light but not neon, not too bright. It wasn't dull. She had me looking at them toes. I was looking at the toes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's how it started for you too? Wow. Wow. Come on, Justin. Put it right here. Put your head right there. Ready? Why do y'all let me play like this? Why? You're there? You there? You want it to be like that? I swear, we're a whole movie. We're a whole fucking movie. Too many feet interactions as a child. So one person was like, I always just love my auntie, my grandma always let me rub their feet, da da da. And I'm like, really? My grandma always let me rub her feet too. But it's not like it turned into a fetish where I just like want to rub women's feet. But rubbing my grandmother's feet is something that I've always done since I was little. And so that I could relate with you guys. But yeah, so cool. Life is so interesting. But I feel like I'm gonna go put on some shorts and I gotta do some work on the laptop. So I might just go sit on members and play some music and get in my comfortable feet up on the sofa type, getting my work done on my laptop energy. Let's get that going. I cooked dinner already. You want to know what I made for dinner? I made some curry shrimp and white rice and string beans. Yeah, came out good. Proud of myself. Mm-hmm. Did I put my foot in it? I saw what you did there, whatever, man. Grandma is family. That's different thing. Yeah. So it didn't start sexual. That's you didn't even know what you felt. You was just intrigued. You too, Harvey. Be safe. You be safe too. Oh my gosh, guys. I saw some stuff on X. No wonder they changed it from Twitter to X because X, it's an X rated app. I feel that X should have a, a thing, a thing. X X should have a thing where you have to upload your ID and prove that you're 21. X should have a thing like in OnlyFans. In OnlyFans, I cannot put anyone in my video. Even I'm just sitting there listening to music, clothes on and everything, just with my fade out. But OnlyFans, you can't put someone else in your video. If this is a person and they're in my video right now, OnlyFans is going to detect it and they're going to say there's someone else in the video. Do they have your permission? Do we need their page? We need to have their page and you need to at them. And X should have the same thing because the things I saw on X, is it all consensual? Did they say yes to it? Because they look fucking little. Okay? They look fucking little as shit. And the world out here. And it's like, yes, when I was younger, I did watch porn. I'm not saying I didn't. You know, you're a little kid, you go and you find fucking porno magazines under your parents' you look at shit you're not supposed to look at, you know. But so I'm not saying I'm innocent, but that world, it just needs to be handled like OnlyFans, bro. Like, is everything consensual out there? Is everyone in that video okay with this? X should not be allowed to be so freely. I can just press the app, scroll. You see one pretty person in a bikini, and then it leads you to another where they're having an experience with Mr. Experience. It's like, whoa, wow. But it's like, I shouldn't have been able to see all of this so easily. Why am I able to see all of this so easily? But the Dems, they want that to be seen easily. Look up now. Let's go to X and try to find how to plant trees, how to grow a community, how to, you know, build a compound of sovereign beings. We won't find that so easy now, would we? The shit that I seen yesterday. And it's like, Mesha, you a grown-ass woman. You know what the fuck is going on out there. I know what's going on out there. I do. I understand this. I am a highly sexual person. I get it. I get kinks. I get fetishes. I'm just like, we need to at everybody. We need to have consent forms like how OnlyFans does it. I respect the shit out of OnlyFans for how they do that. The first time it happened, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, me and my cousin was just chilling, listening to some music. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go sit on OF. They were like, nah, you have somebody else in your video. This person, you gotta at them. I'm like, bro, you need a whole page out here. I have to be able to at you. I can't even upload the video. What type of shit? But it's very good and smart and helpful for the world. Because what if she didn't want to fucking be on there? And now you got people just putting you anywhere? Oh, the algorithm pushes terrible things on you. Wow, dude. You see that, Raph? That's the world we live in. They push the negative so much. That's why we have to push the positive. Because the negative is being pushed so much. Why? Because it feeds the pockets of the oppressors. The people that want to suppress and keep you down, they are the ones that feed negativity. When you are around even on the lower spectrum, like say in a family dynamic, just in a household, you're around people that want to gossip, be in dirt, be in filth, just certain confusion type of energy. You know that they want to oppress. It's an oppressing situation. It's too much negativity. That means you want to suppress, you want to oppress my energy. I don't like that. And that algorithm that pushes that negativity, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah. And guys, do you want to know what I saw? Do you want to know? You guys, you guys will like this because his feet, a foot is involved. You live in Jerusalem? Raf, you live in Jerusalem? Wow. Zero light, pollution. Raf, that sounds so beautiful. That sounds so beautiful. There's times I go out at night or really early in the morning, like 5, and I'll just look at the guy and I'll be like, man, there's just a little bit too much light. And I know if it was a bit darker, it would be, but then, I'll drive to a spot and it's dark and you really see the stars and it's gorgeous. So I know that spot in Jerusalem you're talking about, I know it's got to be so magically pretty. Wow. Wow. The Western Wall? Wow. That sounds beautiful. That sounds gorgeous. That sounds amazing. I'm just picturing it in my head like just a diamond sky, like just glistening, just twinkling, all these stars just, and shoo, a shooting star passes by. Raf, you ever seen a shooting star? Have you ever seen a shooting star? Wow. I saw a shooting star the other day, one morning. It was nice. That is beautiful. You are a magical soul. I feel, I know, not even just feel, I know us magical souls, we experience nice things like that. Like for you to say, yeah, I see shooting stars many, many times. What? Oh, you got to be a magical being out here. What? You get to experience the magic in life like that? Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Beautiful. And with all the negativity that they push out and want us to focus on, for us to find a beauty in life like that and focus on the zero light pollution, and I have a sky filled with stars I can stare at. And this yellow butterfly again, man, we shall keep transforming. We will keep transforming out here. I do love the cards. I love the cards. That's why I made them. That's why I bought them. I love the cards, but the energy when I'm just channeling and just speaking, whatever needs to come out, that's what needs to come out. I love that energy too. You know how much videos I have that I could edit up and post and speak over, like do a voiceover and give a message and whatnot? But I love this. I do. It's so freeing. Me, 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 me. Ma, 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 ma. You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't play with other boys. Ba, 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 ba. And don't tell me what to do. And don't tell me what to say. And if I go out with you, don't put me on display. Hmm? 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 I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Ba, 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 ba. And don't tell me what to do. And don't tell me what to say. And if I go out with you, carry our words carefully. Ibrahim, I'm going to tell you this, and for everyone else in Ibrahim's shoes. You call yourself a slave? Why do you want to call yourself a slave? Why do you want to be a slave? And let me tell you something. If you want to be a magical slave over here, you got to pay. Now think about that. Imagine back in the day, like the word slave, where it came from. That's one thing I don't really get in the feet world. So Ibrahim, write it in the comments now. Raf. Raf is like, wait, a magical slave? Yes. Because when I think of slaves, I think of picking cotton, whips. Yeah. And then you say you want to be my slave. Like I have you on chains in some plantation. I just want to get that, and like I said, I seen some stuff on X, men with chains and dog leashes. And I'm just like, okay, what the fuck is going on really? I'm wondering. And yes, everyone has a fetish and it's okay to each their own. What you like is what you like. But the wording of it all, the degradation of it all. And then it's like, okay, fine. You would actually pay me to do this? I'm not going to make you pick cotton. I'm going to make you pick up a book. Go pick up a book and fucking read it. Go stand barefoot in the fucking grass And let's awaken your soul and remind you how powerful you are, because I don't understand why the fuck you're here telling me that you're a slave. We're in 2026. The wording has got to change, people. And maybe the universe put me in this space for this reason. Like Niche, get in here and talk some sense or whatever the fuck needs to happen. Because why are we still talking? We fought so hard not to be called slaves, bro. People fought so hard. So it does make me wonder, not from a judgmental type zone, but if you want to come into my magical neighborhood, you want me to own you. You want me to control you. You got to pay me for that, bruh. Pay me for that, brother. Because me not do it for free. I'm not doing it for free. No. Because if that's the case, it sounds like you need me as a soul therapist. You need some sort of soul coaching on both levels, for the soles of the feet and for your soul's elevation. You need some soul coaching. You need a soul therapist. And therapists cost money, honey. So, Ibrahim, I will not be checking Telegram. Okay? Step into your power, honey. Step into your power. Find your passions. Create some generational wealth for you and your family, and get out of this slave mentality. Careful who you're loyal to. Exactly. You don't need to humiliate yourself for what you like. That's why I do get the worship. I do understand the worship. The worshiping the feet, I get it. You're giving words of admiration. You're telling a person how much you admire them, the beauty of them, their souls, how perfect they are. Ain't nothing wrong with some admiration and some worship. But you know what I did think about, Ibrahim? Just now, I saw this picture with me in these sharp heels, and you're on all fours, and I'm standing, and one of my feet is like knees up, on the heel is on your back, and I'm like holding a chain that's wrapped around your neck. That is some sort of picture. But are we still on chains? And maybe there's a set of people that their main goal is to create these illusions and these scenarios that keeps you secretly, silently in a mental chain. We don't want you in a mental chain, Ibrahim. We don't want you a slave to anything, Ibrahim. Okay? Most guys have no experience with women with this foot stuff. That's why they have such crazy fantasies. Mhm. There's very few people who would actually enjoy it in real life. I guess they just like watching it and they don't know they don't like it. That could be something, yeah. Right. I mean, I asked myself how I got to scroll past 2 videos on X, you know? I asked myself, like, "Yeesh, why did you have to keep scrolling?" The mind goes in many different places. But it's like it is the internet. A lot of it is the internet because a lot of stuff I wouldn't even know about if it wasn't for the internet. Like I I saw this lady. It was just her. No one else was around. I mean, the person maybe was filming, but she could have had the phone up on the phone stand on like a holder. But I saw this lady put her foot, yeah, like she had it bended and like you didn't see the toes coming out, but like you didn't see the toenail, but you saw the. And it's like, well, do you like this, Mish, since you're watching it? I don't I don't think I like it. I just think I was fucking curious. Like, how does she do this? Maybe she does a lot of yoga and Pilates. She's just very flexible. How does it all fit in there though? But Mish, a baby comes out of there. So what do you mean? How does this work? A baby's head could fit. So of course a foot could fit. But is there pleasure in that? Just and then I guess the mind is so curious that now it did another scroll up. What else is there? Wow. OMG. It gets more intense. Jesus. That's where it starts. All starts from fucking Twitter. I swear it. Because I don't, it's like, wait, what? But anywho, I would love to sit here and talk about my daily experiences and what I've been going through in life. But I just heard transmission complete in my head. And it was a little more robotic than that, like transmission complete. It's a little bit more robotic than that too. But I swear I'm like a TV show with like dry humor. You know the dry humor, like if you gotta like get it to get it, you know what I'm saying? My plan right now is I want to go change into my dress and take off these jeans. And then I am going to pull back out my ottoman, the footrest, and I'm going to actually come back on here. I'm going to go on members, most likely. I'm going to go on members and I'm going to do some work on the laptop. They're not baggy. Raph, my jeans aren't baggy. I don't wear baggy jeans anymore. Like, they're tight. Well, they're not even tight, as you can see. I gotta pull them up a little bit. But they're not baggy. They're super fitted. They're so not baggy. Are they baggy? Raph, did you just want me to model? Did you just want me to? But no, they're not baggy. Well, Raph, you did it. If that was the goal, can I see her jeans without telling her what to do? And you studied psychology. So you just heard that I don't like when people tell me what to do. So you decided I am going to phrase it in another way. Watch out for those psych majors. Watch out for those psychology majors, the ones that study the mind. They'll know how to get you to do things without asking. That's what you did there, Raph. Because you're rare. You're a rare one. But yeah. And see, this is why I picked this outfit today. This why, because just the longness. It was perfect for a day to like run to the mechanic. And then I went to Aldi's and got me 2 7-Up cakes. Yo, if you are near a Aldi's, go and get a 7-Up cake. I'm going to go change into my dress. I'm going to go take a tinkle. And I realize my poses, they look better like, when I just lean a leg, like not straight. You gotta lean a leg, or you gotta like cross a leg, But yeah. So yeah, no. I'd look good in a garbage bag. Oh no. Let me tell you, I have a couple of pieces that I really need to start a Vinted and put them on Vinted or something, because I bought them and they just don't fit right. They don't look good. So no major. I know I look perfect and all, but I would not look good in a garbage bag. And not everything looks good on me. Like, that's just not the way it works, not over here. So, but yeah. Well, Raph got me up. OMG, I'm on 3%. Goddess, how tall are you? I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11". The legs do amplify it to the max. Like, my legs are so long in these jeans. I think because they're high waisted. So they come all the way up and they go all the way down, like even past the shoe. And the shoe even has a heel. Like look how long they come down. Even they come down long. Like, so long. They're really long. So from here, they look like the fucking long ass legs. But I think it's because really it's the high waisted pants. You know what I mean? Like, that's why. It's the high waistedness. So, Raph the giraffe. Do you get it? Do you get where the Raph came from? The Raph actually came from me, Raph. He would be like, me, Raph, and just, and I told him, dude, Raph, I told him, I said, if we never see each other again, I'm keeping that nickname. I'm keeping my nickname, bro, because I already made it a whole acronym. Mesha is rare as fuck. Mesha is rich as fuck forever. Like Miraffe. Like Mesha is royal as fuck forever. Mesha is rich as fuck forever. Like it was a whole acronym. And then I broke it down. One day I went to it was like a science museum or something, and we got to write stuff on the wall for it to come true. And I wrote Raph the writer. And I decided that day I was going to call my writing name. Like when I release things, it's going to be Raph the writer. But my Substack is Magical Mesha for now. Oh. My full name, if I know about Jesus, yeah, I know about Jesus. Jesus is my brother. Me and Jesus, we go way back. He just told me right now, Mesha, just focus on yourself right now in your community. Don't even respond to them about me right now. Everybody knows enough about me. All you gotta say is that I'm your brother, and me and you go way back. What else is there need to explain? That's me and Jesus. Boom. But my real name acronym, luscious, successful, and royalty. Mm-hmm. What are you? Luscious, successful, royalty. Yes. All right, Mr. NRG. Noble, righteous God. Raph. Noble, righteous God. I like that. I like that. What do you think about that, Mr. Noble, righteous God? Noble, royal God. NRG. Do you have an issue calling yourself a God? Do you not remember that we are all gods? They don't want to tell you that you're a God. They don't want you to own that power. When we own that power, but now you see, I do see why the Most High made it the way they made it. Because you can't come with all of this dominion over this. Look what happens when ego takes over. Look what happens when ego takes over. Do you see what the fuck happens when ego takes over? Do you see what happens when people don't control that power they have? We see the wars, we see the genocide, we see the bombings, we see the sex trafficking, we see all of the negative shit. With all the power that we have, we see what we could do with it, right? So imagine if we came here remembering all the power that we actually have. Holy shit. Now, religion, they don't want to tell you that you're a god, but it's in the Bible and it says it. You are a god. You are all sons of the Most High. It says it. Even if you don't read the Bible, you are a child of the Son. You are a child of, listen, God said you were made in my image. So that's my father. So I'm a God too. I just saw Lord Shiva in my head. Shiva. You know, Shiva doesn't even like the word Lord and before it. This is a whole topic for a whole nother day. I swear I would sit here and talk with you guys for hours. But I'll be back. I gotta run to the bathroom. I want to get that piece of that cake, my 7-Up cake. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to all the subscribers. I love you all. Thank you for being here. If you are here, you were brought here for a reason. Even if you just came because you thought I had pretty feet, there's a deeper message in here for you. And I know that you will receive it when you come across this video. And subscribers, I love you. But if you do see my notification on any time after for the rest of the evening, it would be in the members lounge. The members lounge will be open. And the members lounge is more VIP. I love you all. Please take good care of yourself. Remember that you are so magical and you are so powerful. And when you really remember how powerful you are, that is the day they fear you. They really are going to have to be careful with you. I read that quote one time. The day you wake up to your power is the day they fear you. Right now, they put so much things out there to control the minds of people and keep them in fear and keep them. But once we awaken into our power and see that we were actually born to be fucking happy and magical and in like a peaceful harmony fucking state, and like, of course, with all balance, you know me, I like listening to Pooh Shiesty sometimes. But When we awaken to our power and how powerful we are, and when we actually learn how to control and balance out our energies, and we get, that's the day they fear us for real. This right here, a lot of people don't like this, Mesha. A lot of people don't like this Mesha that speaks so freely and just speaks her mind. And that is a message for you. I just saw Tupac in my head. To all the people that don't want us to talk and be free and free our souls out here and just middle finger to the, let me, thug life. I told you there's a balance out here. It's like, yeah, live in peace and harmony, but we could put up a fucking middle finger to Black Butterfly. Oh, so weird. I love you all. I love you all. The best. I love getting philosophical with you too. I love it. All she does is bring strength to people. Dude, don't make me cry. But that's what, and that's why they don't like it. If all I do is bring strength to people and all they want to do is remind people of how weak they are, they're not going to like me. And this is why I give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting my life and all of my loved ones' lives, just protecting my mission and keeping me safe and keeping me smiling. I'm very grateful for that because I know what I'm doing out here. So I am extra grateful for my protection over my life. Bro, it's deep. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. And I come out here with a smile and everything. Life is fun, but life is serious. Life is serious. And the mission is bigger than you and me. You know, it's bigger than you and me. When the whole world and they feet and they all just waited on you to speak, that's when you realize that shit is bigger than me. Yeah. Big Sean said, when the whole world is standing on their feet, waiting for you to speak, you're going to realize that this was bigger than me. I love you all. You're awesome. Say a little pray for you. Forever and ever, you'll be in my heart, and I will love you. Together, forever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you. Together. It just got cloudy again, and I'm just like, you know, before the rain starts. And why take off the camera if I'm going to walk out to the magical carpet? I should be walking out to the magical carpet with you guys. Yeah, so did you hear that yesterday? I made the PSA that grass is the magical carpet. Grass is the magical carpet. It is. It is. Mm-hmm. Pow. Oh, yes. And I will love you forever. You stay in my heart. Oh, yeah. The tree loves when I touch it, like any parts of me. May God give you the strength you need to strengthen others. Gorgeous, Major. Oh, it's a little bit too high. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. Sorry. I'm trying to keep my balance. Okay. A little stretch never hurt nobody. Okay. Getting my stretches in, you know it. The moon should be full tonight. If Michael Myers was really standing in the cut, would you you would tell me, right? Just like how you told me now. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That makes me want to have a Halloween house and oh my gosh. I've never done that though, like decorate the house for Halloween. But driving by in this one neighborhood, oh man, there will always be a Michael Myers standing there and the shit looks so dope. But anyway, I love you all. Have an awesome evening. If I don't see you for the rest of the day, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow is only a day away.